Hi, I'm Lara Sky and welcome back to my channel. Once again, we're in my office and I have a feeling that we might be here a lot. And no, it's not because I'm too lazy to set up my proper camera and my mic and my lights. It's because I'm too lazy to take them back down the next day, okay? It's not happening. I'm having a lot of renovation in my house. This has been ongoing since I moved in, but hopefully it's going to be done at some point in the next few months. I will have my filming room set back up how I like it without all of these people in and out every day. And I don't know about you, but when strangers are coming into my house, I don't necessarily want to have just a wall of cages, just have cameras pointing at my bed and lights. It wouldn't even matter if it was a chair. They would be asking me why I have cameras, and I'd have to explain to them, yeah, I do YouTube. Yeah, can I have your YouTube channel? No, I don't know what it's called. Because that's totally normal. Anyway, today I saw a comment and it was asking, how do you sleep in chastity? And I thought it was an interesting question because I do like to cover some very basic beginner stuff on this channel. I feel like there's kind of this missing part of the kink scene where it goes from like the super experienced stuff where you already kind of know stuff and it's telling you more or it's giving you ideas, but you miss that start. Or you see like the full on fetishized stuff, which is just completely made up. There's nothing that really goes at the bottom. So, how do you sleep in chastity? Is the question. It all depends on you. And I know I say this a lot, but it fully depends on you. So, the most important thing to do is to build up your time caged. And when you first start wearing your cage, I always talk about this, you might have this feeling that you want to keep it on for the whole month or a whole week. Just build up slowly. If you've ever broken in a pair of really, really stiff shoes, you know exactly what I mean. They can become the best shoes that you have, but you have to go slow. Maybe you need to put a hairdryer on them. Maybe you need to sit with like two pairs of socks on your feet. If you just go out and you're walking in like Doc Martens for the first time and you decide to walk 10 miles, your feet are going to bleed. Where if you break them in slowly, they're going to fit you perfectly. It's the same kind of thing. Like your body is not used to wearing a cage. It's sort of like, wear your watch. If you wear it all the time, you don't notice it. If you put it on and you've not worn one for a while, you'll keep feeling it on your wrist. The same kind of thing applies to your cage. So you're gradually building up. Oh, and also to the person who asked me to clean my watch strap, I am so very sorry, but I have so much renovation going on, it's not happening. It really isn't. I apologise. Maybe at some point I'll get different watch straps. This is the Reno one. Anyway, thank you for the advice though. When when you are building yourself up, it's important to realize that you're kind of conditioning yourself. Your penis hasn't had something on it before, and you are changing the way that it sits. So when you're getting a cage, you want it to be something that fits you snugly but isn't too tight, at least to start with. After a while, you might want to size down. But what I see a lot of people doing, and I have been trying very hard not to giggle at the idea of this, and failing, I must say. Um, anyway, I see so many cages that you have your small person and you have this much space. That is not helping anyone, right? That is not the size that you want to go for. What I want you to do is look at the sizing guides when you're buying them. Having extra space doesn't help you, it doesn't help me, it doesn't help your imaginary girlfriend, and it doesn't help your sex pillow, okay? Nobody likes it, nobody wants it. Get a chastity cage that fits you, okay? So, I can't show you on here because I'll get in trouble, but you want it to be snug but not too tight, okay? If you're between sizes and you've never worn one before, I would say potentially size up if there's not a big size difference. If not, go for the size that is closest to your size and break it in. So while you're breaking it in, you're getting used to it, you're going longer, you're changing your routine. It's almost like quitting smoking or changing anything that gives you endorphins, okay? So if you really, really have a bad habit for touching yourself, if it's something that you do even as a comfort thing, is just, and I'm sorry, I'm not calling anyone out, but I see a lot of men with their hands down their pants, like just holding it. okay? Please stop doing that in public. It's weird, right? Just stop it. But if you're somebody who does that and it's kind of a comfort thing, you don't really realize that you're doing it, okay, you're going to find it a bit difficult when there's a piece of plastic or a piece of metal there. So to get onto the topic of how do you sleep in chastity, the whole thing is getting used to it. So some people will never be able to sleep in chastity. I would say that you build yourself up to doing the whole day first. So you start off with maybe 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, half a day, the whole day. And then you start wearing it to bed. So what you can do if you're really struggling wearing it to bed is maybe give yourself a rest beforehand. If you find that you're wearing your cage for an hour and then it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable during the day, maybe you give yourself a rest before bed so that you're already sleeping before it gets that kind of uncomfortable. When I say uncomfortable, I don't mean sore. We never want pain. We never want any kind of pain while you're wearing chastity. That is not good. A little bit of discomfort, feeling tight, feeling pressure is fine. Just make sure that you are keeping yourself clean, dry, and not having anything fall off that shouldn't, okay? Sounds like a joke. I wish it was, because some of you are very silly, okay? I have seen some things that should not be possible, and I just like to cover all the bases. So as long as you're wearing a chastity cage that fits you, that you've broken it in, and that you are taking care of yourself, you will have absolutely no problems. Have I done a chastity myths video before? Maybe I'll film one next. Who knows? If I'm wearing the same outfit in the next video, which it probably will be, you know what's coming. Anyway, so yeah, when you're sleeping in chastity, a lot of people struggle with it. They kind of toss back and forward. You've got an extra weight on your body. Quite often in the morning, you'll wake up early, even if you do manage the whole night. You might find that you leak more. It's sort of a natural thing of your body getting used to it. And the only thing I can really offer you is reassurance that it is normal, that people do take sometimes up to a week to get used to sleeping in the cage. And some people just always take it off before bed. You know, if you've got a job that you have to be up very, very early and you have to be well rested, yeah, maybe you could wear it all day to work, but you need to have your sleep and you have to prioritize your well-being over being in a cage. As long as you're not touching yourself when the cage is off, unless you have permission, then it is completely and utterly fine. But yeah, the whole thing about sleeping in chastity, ideally, yes. What I will say as well is if you have a job or you're not able to wear it during the day for whatever reason, wearing it at night can be a really, really good way to experience chastity and to feel like you're wearing it. I am always an advocate for wearing it as much as you can, even if that's only a few hours a day, because really the thing with chastity and October is getting into the spirit of it. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's not about being 100% caged 100% of the time. As much as I would love that, I really just want you to do the most that you can. So if that means that, you don't sleep in it, that's fine. If it means you only sleep in it, that's fine. If it takes you a couple months to get used to it, that's also fine. Anyway, I'm Laura Sky. Hopefully I've not laughed too much during this because I was struggling with the idea of a little what's it in a swimming pool. Does that make sense? Yeah, just imagine if I got demonetized for that. I mean, if I'm not demonetized by now, it won't be, right? Anyway, everyone, have a very good day. I will be back with more October content very soon, more chastity content. If you are interested in chastity or exploring the kink world a little bit more, make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube, leave a comment, let me know what your experiences are around sleeping in chastity, if you've got any hints and tips. And if you are struggling, maybe somebody in the comment section who's experienced can help you a little bit. Also, behave in the comment section or I will hunt you down and I will remove you from the channel. I do have a special website for chastity content, which is chastity.world if you want to check that out. And I will be running October content this year. Make sure that you come back for more, that you just basically follow me everywhere. And yeah, I have a lot lined up for October this year. If you're watching this after October's happened, then you are very lucky because everything is going to be here. And if you want to learn more about chastity, I have a lot of videos. I have a whole playlist and I will link it down below. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, or I will find you and I will make sure that your cage gets super glued on. And if you're not in a cage, well, you will be. That was not a threat, YouTube. That was just a good time. Okay. Why am I finding it so? Do you know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because I'm thinking about the massive cages that have like this much space in them. So if you really get up, I'm gonna still get to know what it has. So why is this topic so fucking hard? Are we actually gonna have to do a supercut at the end of me just fucking losing my mind? Anyway. Anyway. I keep thinking about small dicks and big cages. Oh my god.